大家好. Welcome to my hometown, Maryland. Now, I know you're not from the United States and might be wondering, where is Maryland, or what is Maryland? Well, I'm here to tell you all of that. Maryland is located on the east coast of the United States. Washington, D.C., which is the capital of the United States of America, is also located within Maryland. Maryland is 12,407 square miles in size, or 32,133 square kilometers, because you don't live in America. Yes, America uses a different measurement system because we are American. In comparison, Taiwan is 36,197 square kilometers, meaning they are relatively similar in size. Maryland consists of various areas and geographies. We can easily separate them into a more urban/suburban area and a rural area. Both areas are drastically different, but they unite to give Maryland a unique identity as a state. I'll first introduce you to the rural area. They include places like Damascus, Frederick, and Hartford. Here we find the winding fields, luscious corn, broccoli green grass that caresses endless hills and forests that house the Maryland wildlife. Or whatever poetic way you have of describing nature, but more importantly, we can also find two of my family's favorite places to get fresh fruit and vegetables. Let me introduce you to Kingsbury Orchard. This is a family-owned farm that has been operating since 1932. Initially known for their peaches, now they sell a variety of fresh produce grown and hand-picked there on the farm. On the Kingsbury Orchard website, you can also find their dessert recipes, such as apple pies and peach cobblers. Since I was a wee little boy, my family has frequently gone to the farm to get fresh fruits that are in season, such as apples, peaches, and pears. The farmland portrays the more rural side of Maryland, but despite the lack of population there, the area still has thriving local and family-owned businesses. Another one of these thriving businesses in the rural areas of Maryland is Lewis Orchards. Like Kingsbury Orchard, you can start seeing the trend with rural businesses. They like to take advantage of the land around them to grow fresh produce that appeals to families and people around Maryland. Lewis Orchards has been there since 2003, meaning they are about 3 years older than me. The orchard offers an even more extensive produce selection than Kingsbury Orchard. In addition to the fresh fruits and vegetables on sale, they also have items like fruit jams and juices on their shelves. You can be sure you find the freshest and best quality produce at these farms in rural Maryland. On the other hand, we have the urban/suburban Maryland. This is where most of the population lives. They include places like Rockville, Clarksburg, Gaithersburg, and Ellicott City. There are more shops, businesses, and homes, and people in these areas. You can find students hanging out in community centers and libraries after school alongside workers hustling to their jobs. This part of Maryland is similar to the lives of those in cities like New York, but just with a lot more driving and less chaos. One of the shopping hotspots of suburban Maryland is Clarksburg Premium Outlets. An outlet is a shopping strip where many stores typically selling clothing come together to form one giant shopping area for their customers. The stores in the outlets are smaller with a narrow selection of items, but here customers can have the convenience of jumping from store to store without having to drive a few miles. Other than the retail clothing stores, we can find fast food stores and cafes. There is also a large food court in the center of the outlet. The design makes it a great place to spend the day shopping and looking at clothes while allowing you to grab some food along the way. The Clarksburg outlets are a reasonably recent addition to the Clarksburg community, being completed in 2016. The establishment of the outlet has created dozens of more businesses, jobs, and homes in the area that used to only be farmland. Now, Clarksburg is on its way to become as big of a city as Gaithersburg and Rockville, all because of the creation of this one outlet. In conclusion, Maryland's thriving rural and urban suburban areas capture its state identity. From the farms and fresh produce of the countryside to the shopping malls of the suburban neighborhoods, Maryland is somewhere that many call home and will continue to for many more years.